Hola, como vai, amigos? My name is Arturo, and I am trying to become a Brazilian hero. As you may recall, last season, we got promoted from the third to the second season, or second division. And now we begin our chase, for that chance to go up to the first. Before we do that, though, we have to get through preseason. After that, we also have the Paraná State Championship, which we are expected to reach the semifinal of. Not a shocker there. That means you finish top 8 and you win your quarterfinal match. That should be a walk in the park for us because we've done it so many times before. As for the second division, which this is nothing fancy here. It's a straight up 38 game season. Finish top 4, you're promoted. That's probably not going to happen. But they are expecting a mid-table finish. So if you extrapolate that, stay out of the relegation zone. Let's say anywhere from, basically where we are now, 14th and above is probably what we're looking for mid-table. That's the minimum I think we can expect is 14th from Londrina going forward. If we want to try and at least improve or show that we're ready to improve and maybe hit first division in 2018, could be a good realistic goal. But for now, we'll see if we can stay 14th or higher in the second division. That's our goal anyway. We're going to have to do it, though, being slightly poorer. We did get $984,000 in TV rights, which is fantastic. It was balanced out by the sudden influx of raises and clauses and whatnot and what have you due to promotion and, it being a new year. So those contracts really starting to come back to bite me. Jumar in particular, 6.5 a week is pretty beefy. Especially when you consider that he is still out with his strained stomach muscle. He will be back in time for the Paraná State Championship, though, so that is good. Rafael Gava, less fortunate, still out with a broken foot. 4 to 5 months on that. Not so good. We do have another thing that's quite interesting here. We have a friendly that is bugged. As you know, I managed to get a whole bunch of those friendlies set up with the idea that we were owed them as part of transfers. So Sivaspor was one of them. I managed to get 1,300 into the Estadio do Café, which, alright, I'm sure we could have pulled in a little more for a Turkish team coming to visit. We only lost 3-1, which is pretty good. The fact that Velimir scored in the 47th, pretty good, happy about that. But we're supposed to be having another one. If I go to the arranged friendly screen here, you'll note, if I go to, let's put it there, for example. It doesn't show up. We have an arranged transfer. And every time I've tried it, they've rejected it, which I didn't think they were able to do because it's part of our transfer agreement. Let me go to transfer clauses and show you what I mean here. So Cezinho sends Cezinho the attacker to Eskişehirspor. Close enough. They agreed to play friendly. Apparently not, because they have completely rejected this friendly every single time that I've sent it to them. Not exactly happy about that. Not exactly happy at all. We also lost out on a clause because one of our players left on a free. So that's a shame. Couldn't cash in on that. The Bruno Henrique clause, though, that looks pretty good. 806,000. I still think he'd be worth more on the open transfer market, so we'll see. These contracts are not quite expiring yet. So we'll hang on to them for another year. See if we can't pull a little more money out of them for that. If we're desperate and we really need to get some cashing, because we saw how much money we bled last season. We do have the ability to sell these clauses and briefly spike the income, but hopefully it won't come to that. Especially because, our finances did not exactly improve, and I hope this item is still in my inbox here. If we go to the commercial summary, there it is. Oh, nope. Doesn't quite show up, but the important thing here, as you can see, sponsorship, 245,000, that's down. Our new jersey sponsor is 64,000 less than it was before. Generally speaking, all of our finances are down, which blows my mind. How does a team that wins the state championship, or in the first stage of the state championship consistently, a team that gets promoted, how are we down in our commercial sponsorship? Even if we activate the clause in the jersey sponsorship that goes up if we get promoted, we're still making less year over year.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
And I believe we have a host there. Thank you very much. It's the downside of hosting these matches on Twitch, or hosting these episodes. Just occasionally you get a little bit of a boost there from the host. Thank you, Fivey, much appreciated. I still don't understand how we are losing commercial revenue, or at least commercial interest from people, if we get promoted. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't get it. That's FM for you. Elsewhere on the money side, so we've talked about the bugged friendly, talked about our finances being down. We have been spending some money in this transfer window. Diogo Campos and Matias Mendes brought in. Matias Mendes from Botafogo, we brought him in. We didn't necessarily have to pay that 10 grand, but I wanted to make sure we got him when his contract expired. He is the new center of the park defender to play next to Silvio. I want my four pillars approach restored. I don't think that necessarily we've hit it, but we have a much stronger pillar to sit beside Silvio now and Mateus Menezes. Pretty happy about that. If we look at his history here, he was 7.38 on loan at Aparecidense. And that's not too bad. I mean, he didn't play with Botafogo at all much, but he did well on loan. You've got 4 goals off set pieces, which is pretty solid. So he's got the potential to play well. So hopefully a step down to the second division does not hurt him. Hopefully help him recover. I mean, he hasn't really seen much time with anybody in his entire career. So hopefully this will be a little push that he needs to get himself on track. That's the hope, at least. And we're hoping he does good things. We're also hoping for good things out of Diogo Campos. Brought in from Sao Jose for $38,000. A little bit above his value, but still 4-star striker. And he'd be with a poacher, a trequartista, and a false 9. Very happy with that versatility in his role. I mean, he can only really play striker and occasionally right back, which I find hilarious. But he's more a striker. And 12 goals and 34 appearances with Sao Jose last season. That has me very excited in his career. 15 goals and 59 appearances. So he's had a very productive season. I'm hoping he can turn that into a similar result here with Londrina. I am worried about his fitness. 5 is not exactly a play for 90 and take the match by the scruff of the neck stat. So he's likely going to be an off-the-bench guy. We'll lead with either Patrick or Valmir or Nilsson, and then bring on Diogo Campos to provide a spark off the bench if necessary. Hoping with that kind of pace, 15 acceleration, 15 agility, 14 pace, yeah, that's pretty solid right there. That's what you like to see for your strikers. So we'll put him in the poaching role late in the game and see if we can get something to happen. Elsewhere in the player transfers, you may notice on the outgoing, we have Italo and Cristiano leaving on freeze. That was to be expected. We didn't really want to keep either of them. We are also lucky to not have lost Lucas Ramon. He asked to be sold, and I really didn't want to, but I mean, I am paying Cezinho $3,400 a week. It does make more sense to keep the expensive guy and play him what you're paying him for. However, he did not like the salary he was offered, and he dropped his request and said, thank you for giving me the chance, and now he will be our starting right back. Thank you very much. So that works for me. I like it. Mauricio is unhappy that I'm saying no to his sales. But Tomas, unfortunately, he is unfortunately getting transferred. I could not hold off interest in him forever, sadly. He is leaving us, sadly. I did not want to lose him, but such is life. If we look at our out here, Tomas leaving to Nacional de Madeira on a 200,000 transfer, 25% of the next sale, and a friendly. Pretty good. Happy with that. Plus, the best thing is he actually joins next year. Because he's still young, he only joins next year. So we get a full year of Tomas. So we're going to straight up use him as much as possible. Not that we're not going to try and have some backup for him. I'm still not sold that the Netinho is going to be the future at 32 and a spotty set piece taker at best. Angelo has got room to develop, but again, I'm not confident in him, and I think Guga may have just simply hit a wall, so we'll be keeping an eye on him. We also have Agustin Gutierrez just brought in on a trial as well. He is certainly a possibility. He could be pretty good attacking midfielder as well for us, so we'll see how he does in further friendlies. Right now, though, we have Alan Fabricio and Cedinho trying out for that one role that we have up for grabs in the attacking midfield. We'll see how they do against Operaria. This is a preview of the Paranasse Championships. It'll be a good one for sure. I do have one little thing to show here on a question from YouTube, actually. My top 3 prospects. What are my top 3 prospects right now? Well, Menozinho, one of our attacking midfielders/midfielders, he's definitely one of them. 15-year-old Manuelzinho. He's fit, which will get you a spot on any of my teams any day of the week. The problem is I want him to be more of an attacker, and he is far from being ready for that. He's got a long way to go. Currently listed as a full gold star, which is better than some of my prospects, let's be honest. He's got a ways to go. We'll see how he does at the U20s. Can he improve? We certainly hope so. Next, this should be no surprise here, Jose Dantas. 16-year-old left back. Pretty high ceiling. Very excited about what he could offer the team in the future, especially on the left side, in case we lose Jardiel. He's fit. That'll get you a spot on my team any day of the week. He's quick. That's what we need for a modern fullback. He can tackle like the Dickens, which is fantastic. He can't really mark with beans. That's kind of important. He's got a ways to go. But we're happy that he's in the reserves now and doing well. He's also got the chance to go on loan this season, and I'm hoping he takes it. More first-team minutes Jose gets, the better. And our top prospect, because we can't really count Tomas because he's about to be transferred. That's obviously Mauricio. It's hands down Mauricio, goalkeeper of the future. He will be actually on the bench this year at the senior squad behind Josiel as Juninho transitions more into that coaching role as opposed to the playing role. I mean, for a young goalkeeper, you can't ask for much more than that. Pretty happy with what he offers the team. So hopefully he can do well in his minutes that he's going to get. I know he has ambitions to play, and he's unhappy with me for not selling him, but he is our goalkeeper of the future. He will be staying with the side for as long as I can hold on to him. Those are my top 3 prospects. That's the state of the squad as we get into our preseason. So let's have a preview of the Paranaense Championship against Operario as we continue the tryouts for attacking midfield. Yeah, not having Jumar, Rafael Gava is unfortunate. Anytime Prosper Kofi's on your bench, you sort of tug your collar a little bit. Whoa. Diego Campos getting the start up top, though. I want to see what he offers in a full... Oh, thank you, Juninho. You are fantastic. I want to see what he does in a starting role before we transition into the off-the-bench role. See what he can offer us. Usually I have my assistant manager take care of these friendlies. Now that I know that if you leave everybody unselected, the AM will actually sub them on and off appropriately. Glad I found that out. But as it stands right now, friendly against Operario in the black and white, Londrina in the teal and white. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, neck injury 6 minutes in. That's fantastic. Well, that's great. 7 minutes in. Thank you, Diego Campos. You were fantastic. And by fantastic, I mean, of course, the big striker that I bring in injures himself in the first friendly that I take control of. Not what I want to see, Diego Campos. Not what I want to see at all. Marcos Paraná. Tomás. Diogo Oliveira. Adriano Pardal. Blocked nicely. But Julinho will come in from the left. Goes inside to Diogo Oliveira. Tomás. Adriano Pardal. Saved by Josiel. Well done. Out for a corner. Dealt with by Edmar, who's done so well coming back to help defend on those set pieces. Always like to see my attacking players contribute to more than one area of the play. Alan Fabricio actually having a very good game so far, as is Lucas Ramon and Silvio. That's good. You want to see that kind of result? By result, I mean putting in a good effort. Dawns me that I've actually not put it on extended highlights for a live match. My mistake. I was wondering, wow, it was a quick half. Not quick enough as Adriano Pardal gets all alone. Nobody marks him. Pedrinho angles it back to a nice little chip ball from Tomás, who's... Oh, he's just kept on side. Who was that? Not Silvio, it was Ray. What are you doing so deep to defend, Ray? You're supposed to be a playmaker. Ray. Alright, that was not good enough. Win the second half. Thank you. Alright, they don't care. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so I'll bring on Mauricio for a half. You can all stay out there and atone for your mistakes. Nick, our depth defensive signing, can move in. You can stay. Ray can come off for Igor Pimentel. You can swap with. Oops, no, stay. Swap with Diogo Roque. Defensive midfield and support. Pimentel, straight up ball winning defender. Oh, ball winning defender. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fabricio Cedinho looks gassed. You can tell he's out of shape, so it looks like we're going to flip Fabricio to that side and bring on Tomas. Get some use out of him before he leaves. I'll bring Valimir on later in the game, so Patrick gets at least an hour or so on the pitch to get his legs underneath him. All right. Second half, come on, boys. Let's see if we can get a goal here, equalize it. I expect a lot more. These shots are 5 apiece, which is good, but 2 clear chances for Operario does not exactly fill me full of confidence. Diogo Roque already has a yellow in a friendly, because of course he does. And Silvio, oh, just warned. Just warned, that's all right. Idmar now with the free kick. Patrick heads it on, falls to Diogo Roque. That's a fine save from Richard. Chartiel having a horrible game for Chartiel. Paulinho, sort that out. Wing back it. Attacking wing back it. Need something happening on those flanks. Alright, who's left? Let's bring on Celzinho for Lucas Ramon. You can defend. I mean, you really shouldn't be. You should be wing backing it. There we go. Support. Good. Luizao for Silvio. You're more a central defender. Prosper Kofi for Diogo Roque. You can swap positions with Pimentel as well. Kofi is more of a ball winner. We'll play him as his favorite anchorman role, and Pimentel can just play as a standard defensive midfielder and support. Victor Yufo and Netinho need to come on. I think we'll bring on whom, I wonder? Victor Yufo, I guess? In the center. As the playmaker. Favorite playmaking role. Good. Now here's the cool part. Once we finished all that sub work, everyone is on the pitch. We're going to surprise Operario a little bit. We're going to push Tomas to the right and Netinho to the left, and we're going to watch the sparks fly. Winger attack. Winger support. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, this is going to be good. All right, and Valimir, you can come on with Patrick and get some minutes. All right, everyone will touch the pitch, which is unfortunate. I didn't want Diego Campos to be coming off after, what was that, 11 minutes, 6 minutes less with that injury? All right, let's see what spreading the attacking third does here. In theory, Tomas performs much better there. Though I've been training him almost constantly as attacking midfielder, as a straight-up normal kind. Oh, that's a good hit of Anderson Luiz, and no cover being provided whatsoever. As Paulinho had attacked way up into space, but couldn't find the ball. So yeah, Anderson Luiz. Diego Oliveira. Good save by Mauricio. Zhao and Netinho clear that ball out. Balls back to Operario. Again, this is a match we should be winning. We've proven we can get promoted. We have the attacking talent to rip apart Operario on paper. But therein lies the problem. We're only doing this on paper. Why aren't we doing it on the pitch? Good save again by Mauricio. So Operario raises their shot count. Subs now for Operario. Yeah, this is quite frustrating, isn't it? I think we have to take a few more risks, please. Get forward. Oh, and Tomas has injured himself. Lovely. Broken finger. Yikes. Yeah, please get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. Get off, get off, get off, get off. Okay, it doesn't matter because the match is about to end. Not good. Not good at all. That was not what I wanted to see. I mean, yes, we suffered 2 injuries. One to Tomas, one to Diogo Campos. We'll see just how bad both of them are. How screwed am I for the rest of my preseason? Diogo Campos, 11 to 14 days of strained neck. Okay, that's not the worst. And it looks like... Yeah, Osman. Yeah, I got a couple of options here that I'm scouting. Jan and Tawa. Alright, so we got some options, which is good. Oh, yak, 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 blah, blah, blah. Cry some more, youngster. The nice thing, though, is Tomas is no worse for wear. Thank goodness. All is still right and good with the world. Next time on Brazilian Hero, we will start the Paraná State Championship against PSTC. We need to improve, because we've got Operario 2 matches later, so we should hopefully have found some ways to improve during the preseason. Will Diogo Campos find his form? Can we score some more goals? And will we be able to hold on to Mauricio after losing Tomas? I should hope so. Plus, I want to get some of these people who aren't starting out on loan to get minutes. I'd like to think that that is in their best interest. But of course, they kind of have to say yes, don't they? One thing at a time to become a Brazilian hero. My name's Arturo. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube. And don't forget, join us in Twitch. Twitch.tv/Arturo is where all these episodes are recorded live. Twitch chat is suggesting we may have to rename someone Jerkwad for having the audacity to injure Diogo Campos, since it was only an 11 to 14 day strained neck, and since Tomas is no worse for wear, we will avoid labeling someone as Jerkwad. But rest assured, I am tempted. I am tempted. Until next time, my name's Arturo, and I'm trying to become a Brazilian hero. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you at the start of the Paraná State Championship.